It's absolutely popping, guys. This feels so weird being live again. Finally. So, if you guys don't know, last week my channel got a strike because YouTube thought that there was a miner on one of my streams for some reason. So, last week my channel got a strike, but we are back. We are streaming again. My strike is officially up. Um, by the way, these are all trainers. These are all perfectly safe just for flipping, practicing, and having fun with. These are all perfectly safe trainers. All right. I wonder who's going to be first. Jimmy Flips, what's up, bro? Yo, what's up? I'm going to just call you HD, all right? Or no, I'll call you DH. Anthony, yo, what's up, Anthony? We're finally live again. Oh, someone with a Korean or Chinese looking name. I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello to you too. I'm doing amazing. New battle song? Yes, that's right, guys. Okay. Yo, Roman's in here. Guys, if you don't know, which you probably shouldn't know, I haven't got to post in the past week, but I now have the Nabalis wing here with me. So if you guys don't know, why do I keep saying if you guys don't know? I say this as if you guys know. I haven't posted in like a week. I have many new Balisongs here, many new videos filmed and ready to be released on my channel. I am going to be posting a lot this next coming week. The other day, my dad showed up and he surprised me with my dream Balisong right here, the Nabalis wing. This thing is absolutely amazing. I have a full review coming out very soon on my channel. Plus, I decided to do a little something something. I made whatever this diabolical flipping thing is. What's up, Hurley? Yo, we got Hurley in the stream, guys. Can we get W Hurley? Prisma's in here. Yo, what's up, Prisma? Yeah, so I took the cheese handles and decided to attach it to the trainer blade of the Impulse and made whatever this diabolically flipping thing is. The handle gap's crazy on this thing. I have a full video on this Balisong going to be coming out soon. I have a full review on the Nabalis wing coming out soon. And then I have the video for the series that Trenton and I are doing. That's going to be coming out soon. And also over the week, I was able to film the first episode of the Playground series, which I've been hyping up on my channel for so long now. So the Playground series, episode 1, is finally going to be coming out very soon on my channel, plus tons and tons of shorts. Gonna be posted every single day, hopefully. A lot has changed. Yes, there's so much new stuff. So much awesome stuff. And also, as you guys see, I am in a new location at my house filming. Typically, I stream upstairs in my bedroom, but today we are downstairs in my gym, and we are on this amazing new table. I thought this would be a nice spot to stream because of the lighting. There's a nice little window right here, and the lighting is quite nice here. I am going to start a poll here in a second. As you guys know, hundreds of people start coming in once I start the poll, so expect that here in just a second. Anthony said, congrats on your Dream Balisong. You deserve it and a lot more. I'm not sure about that. He was congratulating me for hitting 1,000 subs, even though by the time the wing showed up here, I had over 6,000. He got me the wing, and then we went and we watched the new Fantastic Four movie, which, by the way, should be titled The Family Four. They made it too much about the baby, in my opinion. And then also, on top of that, he decided he went through on the Bally's website, and he bought me a new hardware kit for every single one of my Balisongs in my collection. He bought me a new hardware kit for the cheese, for the canyon, for the wing, and for the impulse. Now, with that being said, he had absolutely no clue that every Nabalis Balisong comes with extra hardware. He thought I just had the hardware that was in my Balisong, so it was very, very kind of him, but he is going to be returning those since I told him that every Balisong already comes with extra hardware. Silas Flip said, was it for your birthday? No, my birthday is actually not till November, but he did it for celebrating 1,000 subs on my channel because that is a big milestone for me. Ooh, Kaylee's US tutorial said I'm back. Yo, what's up, Kaylee's? What's up, Spiral Honeycomb? Spiral said that wing looks like a knife. Yeah. There we go. We're back. We're back. Big Bear Productions. Yo, what's up? Hey, can you tell your brother to stop calling me? I'm on stream. Sorry. Also, this thing is perfectly safe. This is what we call a false edge, which means it's supposed to look real but be perfectly safe. All right. So this is just as safe as any other trainer. The black looks clean. Yes, it does. This is awesome. I was really hoping to get the champagne gold color variant, but my dad thought that the obsidian variant looked really cool, so he got me the obsidian, and obviously I am very, very grateful. This thing looks sick. Awesome. Kaylee said, I love your vids. Thank you, Kaylee. I really appreciate that. That means a lot, more than you know. Damien said, your sleight of hand is dope. Thank you, Damien. That means a lot to me. I'm going to be starting a poll here soon, and typically that's when hundreds of people start flooding in. Should I flick out and open all my Balisongs? I'm going to do that real quick. So what's your favorite Balisong in your collection? Probably the Wing, if I'm being quite honest with you. The Wing has been my dream Balisong for quite a while now. It doesn't flip exactly like I expected. I did get my hopes up that the handles would be more rounded, and they are not. But that is perfectly fine. That's something I'll talk about in the review whenever I post it. All right. Someone said, try the Kubi Ballistic Balisong, my dude. All right, I've never heard of that. I might look into that in the future. All right. Honeycomb said, where are the other Balisongs? What do you mean, where are the other Balisongs? Okay, I get what you're saying. The Impulse, I have the handles to the Impulse upstairs. I took the trainer blade off the Impulse, put it on the cheese handles, and made this monstrosity right here. So that's why you do not see the gold Impulse handles anywhere here. Ooh, Anthony said, should I get a Mako or a Wing? That is a very good comparison right there. I would recommend to you the Wing, all right? Because the jimping on the Wing is a lot like the jimping on the Mako, all right? But, in my opinion, the Wing is probably better for the fact that the Wing is made of 70-75 aluminum, whereas I'm pretty sure the Mako was made of 60-61, which is a lower grade. And the Wing has a lot more grip on the handles. In my opinion, the Wing is better in every single way, just based off what I know from the Mako and based off what I know from the Wing. So I would definitely recommend the Wing before I recommend to you the Mako. And as far as I know, the Wing is also cheaper, which is another win. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm going to space these out a bit more and start the poll. What should the poll be for today, guys? What should the poll be? Let's see here. I'm just going to do the normal, all right? Do you flip Balisongs and do you know Jesus? I wonder if Blade Bias will show up in one of my streams. That would be sick. He was hating on one of my videos, but that's all right. It's all right. Had little disagreement on something that I said in the video that I maybe shouldn't have said, but it's a-okay. Maybe we'll do a collab sometime. Do you flip Balisongs and do you know Jesus? Is going to be the poll for today as normal. Your options are going to be yes, I flip. Yes, I know Jesus. What's a Balisong? And finally, tell me more about Jesus. Those are going to be your options for today, guys. I don't know why I'm saying that for today. That's typically your options. But there you go. All right. All right. Beaded Beauty said hi. Hi, what's up, Beaded Beauty? KAL said, God bless, have a great day. Hey, you too, bro, you too. Anthony said, I know Jesus and flip, bro, that's awesome. Spiral Honeycomb said, Proverbs 9:10. Yes, bro, thank you. No way you know, bro. That's my favorite verse right there. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Absolutely, bro. All right, guys, and I want y'all's opinions on this. Silas, Honeycomb, all of y'all. Do you like this new streaming setup, or do you think I should go back to my normal streaming setup also? I would like to know that by the end of the stream. Ooh, Ryan Carpenter said hi. Hi, what's up, Ryan? Good to have you on one of my streams. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions. There's 146 people in here. Silas said, yeah, I like this one. All right. If you guys don't know, this is not my typical streaming setup, but I like the lighting of this, so I thought it would look cool, so why not? So, yeah, Anthony said, I like this one, but the OG will always pull ahead for me. Yeah. All right. Kaylee said, I love your new setup. Thank you. All right. The only thing is, with my old setup, I was flipping over the floor, whereas with this new setup, I'm flipping over this table. So that is a bit of a difference. Ooh, Imha is the best said, hi, I just joined. Nice to meet you, Imha is the best. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Good to have you on one of my streams. If you got any questions, let me know. Whether you got questions about Jesus or about Balisongs, or even just a completely different hobby that you're into, I'll chat about it. Honestly, I'm down. Alrighty. Also, guys, I got more Joyride. I did a Joyride run over the week when I wasn't able to post. So I now have tried the cherry berry ropes, which, by the way, are pretty fire. Not gonna lie, they're not as sour. They're not really sour, but they're still pretty good. Alrighty, Imha is the best. Said Imha is short for My Hero Academia. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. My Hero Academia is the best. All right. Kaylee said, "What is your favorite Bible verse?" My favorite Bible verse is Proverbs 9:10, and it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." All right, Anthony said, My Hero Academia, you should subscribe and like." All right, bro. All right, we don't have to make him do that. If he wants to, hey, he can. But if he doesn't want to, if he doesn't like my content, he or she could be a she. I don't know. Then that's perfectly fine. I get it, honestly. All right. Silas said, when was the Wing released? The Wing was released a few years ago, as far as I know. It has been my dream battle song for a while. I'm pretty sure this thing was released before I actually got into the hobby, or around the time when I did get into the hobby. Wavy said, where do you get the wing? What do you mean, where'd I get the wing? Nabalis, duh. But yeah, for my normals, such as Wavy, my dad showed up over the week and surprised me with my dream battle song, for hitting 1,000 subscribers. And of course, my dream battle song is The Wing. And we went to watch, me and my dad went to go watch The Fantastic Four together. It was a pretty good movie, but in my opinion, they saved all the action for the end, which was a bit of a bummer. He fell asleep multiple times during the movie, so, uh, honestly, I wish they would have had more action. It should have been called The Family Four instead, but it was still a pretty good movie. I liked it. It did feel kind of like a Hallmark movie with Galactus added to it, though. Like, no hate on Marvel, but when you compare it to the other Avengers movies, such as Endgame, it was okay. All right. Happy Donkey said, what is the one on the left? This is called the Nabalis Canyon right here, unless you're talking about this custom one that I made right here. This is I did not make this, but I took the trainer blade from the Impulse and put it with the cheese handles and made this thing. And this thing is awesome. I love how it flips, and it honestly looks pretty cool too. All right. Spiral Honeycomb said, where's Trenton B? I do not know. He's probably busy. We never got to stream last week because I got my strike on my channel, but that is A-okay. You will probably see him in some videos upcoming in the future. We compared the Nabalis Lightning with the Nabalis Impulse. That should be coming out very, very soon. But right after we filmed that video, Nabalis actually came out with the Lightning V2, which is a bit of a bummer that they did that right after we filmed. All right, Axolotl Kid said, did you meet Jesus before you started flipping Balisongs? Yes. Actually, wait a minute. Okay, so I've grown up. I grew up Christian all my life. Okay, but here's the thing. I got baptized last year. I got baptized in August of last year, so it's been actually just a little bit over a year since I was baptized, since I was saved and got to know Jesus better and really start taking it seriously. And I started flipping in January. So I think technically I've been flipping Balisongs a little bit longer than I have truly been taking Christianity and Jesus seriously. All right. Ooh, Sella Edding Brickheck said, guys, I'm back. I've never tried this before. All right. Hey, I have tutorials on my channel if you're interested. If you have a Balisong, you want to learn some cool tricks, I have very good tutorials on my channel for some beginners, honestly. And I'm thinking about coming out with a beginner's tutorial on my channel, like titling it, if you're a beginner, watch this, and then telling you all you need to know about like what Balisongs to get and about different tutorials on just basic tricks. I'm thinking about doing that. All right. Happy Donkey said, do you recommend the Nabalis Canyon? Yes, I absolutely do. I love this thing. This is my beater Balisong. It is probably my most durable one for sure. And then the only issue that I've heard that people have with this is that the handles are too heavy because they're stainless steel. So if you don't mind the heavy handles, then it would be good for you. But if you are someone who likes light handles, then no, I would not recommend it. All right, Simon said, what is your favorite car? I don't really have a favorite car. My dream car, if I were to drive, which, like, I'm able to drive, but honestly, I don't like driving. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't like driving. But if I if I were to get a new car, my dream car is probably a 2020 Chevy Blazer in blue, honestly. All right. Spiral Honeycomb said, "What will you do at 10K subs?" I don't know. Probably nothing because my dad already spent a crap ton of money buying me the wing and seeing a movie and tons of stuff for 1K. So probably nothing at 10K, but there may be a special video that comes out at 10K subs. All right. Silas the Cheese Pulse. Yeah. All right. Ninja Holt said, "Did you know those Balisongs are pretty much illegal in California?" Actually, trainers are perfectly legal. Live blades are illegal in California, but none of these are live blades. All of these here are trainers, and these are all perfectly safe and legal in America. All right. Sila said, "What would you recommend for a beginner like me?" I would recommend to you the Nabalis Impulse, all right? I have a full review of that Balisong on my channel. It costs roughly about $35 US. It is the cheapest Balisong that I can recommend to you that is actually good. Flips very well. I don't have it here with me because I took it apart to make this thing, but I would recommend it, and I have a full review of it on my channel if you would like to go check it out. All right. YouTube King Puma said, "Can you do God mode?" God mode or Godspeed is not a Balisong trick. It is a yo-yo trick, and in my opinion, I do not like calling anything God mode or Godspeed because it is could be considered taking the Lord's name in vain, which is a sin, and I would rather not do that or risk that, if you know what I'm saying. All right, Anthony said, "How much is the wing?" Mine specifically is not for sale, but the wing costs about $130 US. All right. Link MD said, hi, what's up, Link? Passion Kondu said, why were you not live yesterday? Because my channel got a strike, so I have not been able to post or live stream for the past week because my channel got a strike on YouTube. But the strike is up, and we are back, finally. All right. YouTube King Puma said, "Okay, all right." Sila Edding Brock said, "And what would you recommend for experts?" Ooh, that's a really good question. Honestly, I would recommend to you either the Kraken from Squid Industries. That's not a Balisong I have. It's pretty expensive. But besides that, something that I do have that I would recommend for experts is one of these two, either the Barracuda V2 from BB Barfly or the Nabalis Wing. They both cost about $130 US. I think the Barracuda costs 150 actually, but they're around the same price point. All right. Sweet Moma said, "Green heart, cross emoji, and salute." All right, cool. Simon said, "Can you do the blue-green one?" I got you. This is called the Barracuda V2 from BB Barfly. No, unfortunately, these are not edible. If someone ever made a Balisong cake, that would be pretty cool, but no, these are not edible. Like, at all. Ooh, Wavy said, "I've moved from Balisongs. I now do cubing. My personal best is 9.4. Ooh, dude, you would love... go on one of Trenton's streams one time. You guys hear me talk about Trenton Bailey all the time. Go to one of his streams sometime. He does cubing. He got me into cubing. My personal best is 34 seconds. I think his personal best is like 9 seconds, though. So, yeah. All right. Do you remember the fidget spinner? Yes, I do. Spiral Honeycomb said, "It's crazy how you went from under 500 subs to 6K subs in under a month." Yeah, that's crazy, bro, for real. Ooh, King449 said, Hi, what's up, King449? We're not having that many people in stream today, which surprises me. It's probably because I have not posted in a week because of my strike, but that is A-okay. We're going to be back on the grind, streaming again, hopefully. Let's see here. Simon said, "Please, the green and blue." Yes, bro, that's what I've been flipping. What you mean, bro? All right. King Puma said, "Can you do a bunch of tricks?" Yes, I can do a bunch of tricks. Not an infinite amount, but yes, I can do a bunch. Honestly, guys, I like this. I know there's not that many people in the stream today. There's barely any comments. Typically, I can barely even read every comment because there's so many flooding in at once. But today, it's more of a chill stream, which I like. I'm able to read almost every single one. All right. Rakid said, "What do you think about... the Maronite Church?" I've never heard of the Maronite. If you're talking about the Mennonites, I don't really know. I have not looked into them much. I do know about the Mennonite Church. From what I can tell, they are a lot like the Amish, but do have a few key differences. I don't really have an opinion on that. on that church because I have not looked into it that much on that denomination. But almost all church should be a good church. Should, I say. Let's see here. Shisu Uchiha, I hope I said that right, said, "Hi, Samuel." Hi, what's up, bro? Ooh, Ryan Reynolds, 47M, said, "Cool." All right, cool. Ooh, Jacob said, "Any good recommendations for a metal Bally? I just got a Squiddy B, but I want to get a metal one next." Ooh, yes, I absolutely have a good recommendation for you. Depends what your budget is. If you're looking for something under $50 or under $40, I would recommend to you the Nabali's Impulse, which costs about 35 US dollars. If you're looking for something around $70 or $75, I'd recommend to you the Nabalis Cheese. If you're looking for something upwards of $100, I would recommend to you the Nabalis Wing right here. It really depends what your budget is. If you tell me your budget, I can recommend to you an exact one. Ooh, Chris likes to flip. What's up, bro? Good to see you back in here. He said, "Yo, Balisongs Traveler, yo, what's up?" Wavy said, "Everyone subscribe to Samuel. We need to hit 7K, please, and thank you." All right. Let's see here. I'll pin that for you. You asked me to pin. Guys, we don't have to get to 7K during the stream, but that would be cool. That would be absolutely sick if we could get like 1,000 subs in one stream. That would be nuts. Hey, Silas and Wavy, you are my 2 mods in the stream. Y'all can't be arguing like this, bro. Chill down. All right. Ooh, Chris Lexus Flip said, "When did you get the wing?" I got it over the week when I was not able to post any last week or this week because I had a strike on my channel. But over that week, my dad surprised me. He showed up and surprised me with my dream Balisong, the Nabalis Wing, for hitting 1,000 subscribers. Duolingo Agent said, "Remember me?" Yes, I remember you, bro. Let's see here. Weed Butt said, "Should I get a Kraken or something else?" Honestly, if you have a budget for a Kraken, if that is within your budget, then yes, I would recommend a Kraken. I've heard amazing things about the Kraken, and I've even flipped a Kraken clone. So yes, I would recommend it. But if you're looking for something a bit cheaper, then I'd recommend you the Nabalis Wing. All right, Steezy Cars said, "What should I get for 100? For $100? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't really have any recommendations to you for something that costs exactly $100. If you want to spend a little bit more, then I'd recommend to you the Nabalis Wing. If you're wanting to spend a little bit less than $100, then I'd recommend to you the Nabalis Cheese or the Nabalis Reverie or something like that. Something from Nabalis. If you just go to the Nabalis website, you can look and see what options they have on there and what you think you would like best. All right. Racket said, "Do you know anything about Saint Charbel?" I do not. Never heard of that. All right. Duolingo Agent said, "I'm starting. Should I get a trainer because I've watched me dad do it?" Yes, absolutely get a trainer. Do not start with a live blade. I recommend trainers only. Nifik said, "Yo, Sam, what Balisong is that?" This is the Nabalis Wing right here. This is my dream Balisong. My dad surprised me with it just a few days ago. Gaming with Alyssa said, "Say my name." I got you, Gaming with Alyssa. Anthony said, "Scroll up to my big chat." I got you, Anthony. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit behind on chat. All right, Anthony said, "I got about 100 to 150 budget since my birthday is in 16 days, and my first Bally is the Squiddy B, and won't a Balisong. Would you recommend be the Wing, BB, or the Wing?" Ooh, that's a good question. BB Barfly, the Barracuda V2, or the Wing? That's a good question. I really don't know what I'd recommend to you between these 2 Balisongs. They are very good, both of them. As a matter of fact, that'll probably be episode 2 of the Balisong versus Balisong series that we are doing on my channel. That'll probably be episode 2 is comparing these 2. If you like bulkier handles, I would recommend to you the Barracuda V2. If you want to be able to customize your Balisong a lot and really make it feel like yours with the color options that you want and just want a fun flipper, I'd recommend the Barracuda V2. But if you're wanting something that is probably a little bit cheaper and has more rounded handles with a little bit better grip and better durability, I would recommend to you the Nabalis Wing. Now, BB Barfly has better tunes on their Balisong, so the Barracuda will probably have a better tune, whereas the Nabalis Wing probably has better handle durability. All right. Let's see here. Duolingo Agent said, I got like 180, or no, 849K budget. What shall I get? You can get about any all filmed, so it should be out pretty soon. Nifix said, but is it butterfly? Yes, these are butterfly knife trainers or Balisongs.